Right. Okay, I think we're up. Right, nudge you to the side, I'd say. Okay. Okay. I am now. Hello, everyone. Just getting my stuff sorted. Um. And right. Okay, that's that done. That's that done. And that's that done. So, yes, hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our stream, our glorious stream. Apologies, I am late, later than intended. I had a bit of a sloppy morning, I will not lie, but I was at the computer and attempting to get everything set up a few minutes before I was due to set up. Normally, the computer is ready to go and Bob's your uncle, everything's sorted, but for some reason, it decided to take a massive shit on me. So it basically was like every program was chugging, it was just not working. So a quick restart, a quick clearing out the temporary cache folders and a few things, and basically what is equivalent to a bitch slap to the face, told it to wake up. So here we are, and continuing once more. Perfect. So yes, continuing on from our previous episode, I kind of had a lot of brain out moments. So it's been a while. I say been a while. It's been a few days. I think it was like Monday. So on our Monday stream, we were attempting to sort out a few things. We were able to get copper's production sort of okay. And at this point, I also upgraded the steel production to be more fully optimized. Though, admittedly, the iron ore production is it's not stagnating, but it's kind of it's working, but it's not. Like there is going to be a limit for how much, and I think maybe the way that I've done this could be more optimized, as there is a large chunk of stuff that's not being done, and these guys are just not doing anything. So, again, we'll just have to see how things are going. But, hopefully, we should be able to... hopefully, we should be fine. Pardon me. Also, I have been watching a few tutorial videos on robots. That's right. Robots, my dear friend, and I'm going to be attempting to get them to work. Also, I think we've had a few people join us since my last stream, because I'm seeing a bunch of new people now. So I just want to welcome to the fold, just to ensure that they are welcomed. The Grau, Chitters7, and Wolves and Pizza. Lovely name. Uh, thank you very much for following, and I do hope you enjoy your time here. I hope to catch you guys in stream at some point. But no, thank you also very much for joining. I very much do appreciate it. It is being a lot of fun doing this sort of stuff. So, whacking my knees on the stuff. Anyhow, so, what am I doing? I'm losing my mind. Apart from that, I'm just going to nudge my new investment a little bit. There we go. I've got, last night I finally got an investment, which I'll be making a channel update on my YouTube channel for. And, we're going to be basically seeing... I've got a new setup on my desk, so I'm currently kind of just making adjustments on the fly, which is kind of cool. Ammunition production's stagnating as well because of our steam production. We need more metal. Oh, that's run out. Oh yeah, we finally said goodbye to the copper production. Oh no. No, we didn't. I'm telling you fibs. No, we said 90% of it's gone. I think that's the last of it. And there isn't a lot. Like, there's enough probably to last this episode, but maybe, depending on how long this episode goes, we may see the end of it. 80k stone. Right, so the bugs are getting there, and they are spreading out a little bit, which is a bit of a pain. But no, I need to start thinking on robot production. I'm trying to think how I can start my robot production. We need, what's the most prevalent research? Yellow. Yellow is the one that I need the most. I mean, yellow kind of, yellow gives us weapon damage and shooting speed, as well as generators and the like. Personal Roboport Mark II, Worker Robot Mark II. We need purple stuff as well, but I can't remember if we can. We basically need to start investing in making yellow and purple. Now, luckily for us, I also spent an extortionately long amount of time making the robots. I'm guessing you're already full. No, you're not. Nope. I also noticed that you... Yeah, start again. I also know that we can now make these machines that allow us to make... So why are batteries taking so long now? What is missing from these things? Iron plates. Ah, sugar plums. Guess that plan didn't work out so well. Oh, it's probably because of the stagnation. This is hardly the optimal solution, but it does kind of fix the job. But anyway, so we need low density structure because we're already making flying units, and we also have processing units over here. So it's like we can technically utilize these things. What are these for? Yeah, those are the spare ones, aren't they? Yeah. And then... Actually, we can... I have an idea. We can actually start using roboports for something. How do I make this? Copper plate, steel plate, and plastic bars. Okay, well, we can do that. We can do that. And I think I can actually have a roboport designed for the first time. Something which is not 100% familiar to me, but I think we can honestly give it a go. We're going to try and work with logistics robots. I think also we're going to need to start doing some circuitry. I'm saying very scary things, aren't I? Yes, circuitry. The thing that I was too intimidated to... We'll make a bunch of... constant combinator... We'll make 2, and then maybe, of whatever. And then I can make a cable to basically tell them to stop making these things. I'll set it up so it's like that on each of the things. Same goes for these guys as well. There we go. So it's not like overwhelm. So my experience with robots. Hey Helgast, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Bang on. I'm going to go get a plate because I think these cookies are going to be very crumbly. Okay. So whilst that's building that... okay. BRB guys for a second. I'm just going to go get myself a plate so I can have my finger quote breakfast. Okay. Train has been stuck. Yes, we're well aware of that. Okay. So. I think... Okay, question. What do I need to get automated factories level 3s? Purple. We'll do yellow first, because I think yellow's kind of... It's easier to make for me at the moment. Because I've already got a majority of the components in order to do a bunch of yellow sites anyway. So that's going to be okay for that one. Just thinking. Storage chest. I think we'll use these, but I could be wrong. Anyway, we've now got a RoboPort. And what this RoboPort does is it allows me to, obviously apart from stores the robots, it allows me to have them connected to a number of networks. And as you can see, start again. RoboPort basically acts as a storage hub for all of the robots in the vicinity. And if I put them down or whatever, they basically can live into it. So for example, right now, what we'll do is we'll grab all of the logistics robots, which are... Logistics? No, that's construction. So these are the ones I want. So basically, all of the logistics robots that we'll need will plop into this RoboPort and pop them in there. And so now they can hold up to 350 of these things. Then what we'll do is we'll get a second RoboPort. No, that's the storage thing. And we're going to basically attach this RoboPort. And the dotted line represents the connection to the same network that for the different RoboPorts. The yellow area, I think, is the logistic part. So in small terms, that I can't change the directions. God damn it! So the yellow box, or the darker yellow box, in the center, I think represents the logistical area, if memory serves correctly, and the outer area I think is just something. But in order to keep them in the same supply chain, I'm going to have them like this. And then we'll put this with all the other logistic robots. We'll also grab some wiring to ensure that it is functional. And I think I'm going to need to make another Roboport. Just because I think... What am I missing? Plastic. Just because I think I'm going to need... I'm going to need to make a third one so that we can supply the shippings to maybe even a fourth one, something tells me. Whoops. What am I missing now? Copper. Hey, would you look at that? Copper for days. There we go. So it's going to take me a while to do, but... So these Roboports basically allow me to store robots to complete various tasks for me in Factorio. Now, what I'm going to try and do with them, because I've not done it before, is I'm going to make it so that these robots take the finished product of yellow science and put it into the belts to feed into the science research that I've got. So in a sense, what I'll do is I'll tell the robots to go pick up the thing, take the thing to the other box, and then it goes into there. Rather than having yet another spaghetti belt rolling through my factory, making me take forever to do so, I can effectively automate my robots to to place items down to make it easier for me to work. I'm hopeful this works. It would be cool. It would also mean that this production facility finally gets a bit more use out of it. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous because I don't know how 100% this works. And I may even have to have the video up on my, I may need to get the video up on my phone and listen to them whilst I'm playing this, just to refresh myself. Because it is, the way the guy was speaking was so fast, it was kind of complicated. And, it did take me a few times re-watching it to sort of figure out what he was talking about. But I will do this for the time being, just to try and, just so I can make, I need more metal. There's a lot of things I need to figure out in this game. I think when I make my next playthrough, right. Shit. I need way more copper. For once, the copper requirements is extremely high. I will take 2 more copper. And then I just need a shit ton of plastic. If memory serves correctly, I have a box of plastic. Yes, I do. And this is why we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll work. I'm still making the Roboport. God damn. You know, even with our upgraded, upgraded crafting speed, which, by the way, if we do get the purple science going, we will be able to improve it even further. It is still taking a fucking age, which is a bit concerning. But it is kind of nice to know that this mod isn't broken. I was a little concerned when I first considered having that mod, because I was thinking, I'm gonna need to be great. I'm gonna be, like, really needing to be careful how I do this shit. And, I'm kind of glad I didn't need to worry too much, because it was just so... you know what, let's see the actually, also an opportunity to showcase stack inserters, because I will be working with this. Hey, Gruesome! You come at me at a good time. Oh, it's the thing. Check it out now. Stack inserters. I'm going to be eventually upgrading to trying to get these as much as possible. They're not going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. They're going to be awesome. They will. I'm hoping they'll be awesome. GG. Anyhow, they should be within the loop. I think I should be fine, actually, to do it like this. How high can we push this? There. There's that one. And then I'll put the fourth one, because something tells me I'm going to need this. Here is still high enough. Oh, okay. Now, I'd say here is probably the optimal location for that. So, you go to there. We'll power you up. Working with robots for the first time, Mr. Gruesome. And I'm also kind of nervous. Right, so all of these dudes. Plop you in. Right, you've got a decent amount of robots in there. Yeah, I've not really worked with them before, so I have no idea if this is going to be successful or not. But I'm hoping it will be. At least the hope is. Now comes the fun part of trying to figure out how to place, I think I figured out a way of getting this to work. Sort of. I'm still working on a bunch of new, speed modules, which is taking forever. But, if I can make the whole process a little easier to quickly to build the other stuff. I'll just do this just so that way my character doesn't spend forever making red circuits. Right, that should be enough for everything else. He just needs wiring, which we do technically have in bucket loads. I'm hoping it auto-updates this. Last blue circuitry isn't being fed. You're right. Why is that? Oh, it's because it's full. Okay, let's... Other last. What other last? What? Other last, other last, other last, other last. Ah! Thank you. Thank you very much. Not that it will get fed, because unfortunately we're not making nearly enough of the other stuff, but hey-ho. That's fine. Oh, boy. Well, we've made a bunch of this lot. Oh, no, it's actually making all of the things. Hang on. I have all this stuff here, so in theory, it should just be like that. There we go. Anyway, so... Copper... Problem is, where the fuck do I put the other stuff now? I mean, technically speaking, we need the... I need the speed modules to be here, but I also need the other bits. And... Okay, so I'm going to plonk these two down like so. And I want them to make a low-density framework. So, what is it that... Or structure. So I need copper plate, steel plate, and plastic bar. Okay, so in a sense, there is steel being used here as well. The only thing I'm having, and the only thing I need to worry about siphoning off is just the plastic. The copper, we can make another little segment to. So what I'll do is I'll make a bunch of factories down here. So, one... I'm gonna say here-ish, probably. Yeah, here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need this space so I can put the stuff up. Oh, 3, 4. So 4 of them, just to start with, and then we'll get another one. Oh, for God's sake! Why do you auto do that, son of a bitch? Right. What we'll do here... we'll nudge these further back, just so I can get this to work how I want it to. There we go. And then what we'll do is we will produce... and all you guys are low density framework. Ooh, rocket fuel. Nice. Okay. We use fast inserters because I love the little buggers. Then, with a low density framework, all I need is the processing unit and the low density structure. I keep saying framework, it's structure. So what we can do here, actually, is something a little bit sneaky, which I'm actually thinking is kind of nice. We'll also... we'll get this going. Come on, come on. Ah, you son of a whore. So close. No, it should be fine because we can just do it like this, where we kind of turn it around. We get that, which opens up to here. This is beyond a skill, like... I'm worried now it's going to start filtering this shit. Yeah, I'm at the point now where... yeah, you know what? I am beginning to see the potential danger in that underground thing. It's just... I'm at that point now where I mean, I admit, I'm microing so intensely. Like, I have all this space, but I'm microing so intensely. It's just... it's a mixture of a really hard habit to kick, because I'm so used to having no space. So I'm always trying to constantly shrink my factory size to be as space efficient as possible. And it's like, I know I shouldn't do that. It should be wide. I've got all, I've got all this space to worry about. But I'm so determined to keep everything integral and close together. And it's just at this point, it's beginning to crack, because it's like, there's bits and bobs that are going to get stuck here. There's going to be other points where I'm going to have to, like, fuck around with this. And it's getting to that point where I'm like, I'm going to have to I'm just not tempted to scrap everything and start over, but it is just getting there. It's getting to that point where I'm like, for fuck's sake, just work, you fucker. Oh, God. I could even make something. Really, the depressing thing is I want these. This is all I want. The belts are just so good. And it just doesn't work. And I want it to go one fucking square further. Just one square further, you bitch. Okay, I have an idea. It's not perfect, but I think I got it. This could not work. I'll only have one square. No, I'll only have one square. Actually, no, hang on. Hold the phone. I probably could do it like this. Yeah. Thinking maybe if I go left here. You know what? I really should just put that into my freaking... I use the damn tunnels so much. Right, question. Why aren't you producing anymore? Oh, you are. It's just, it's taking an age. And now these things are stagnating. Why are you stagnating? Well, I can double your... I need copper wiring. They are definitely making shit. Right, you speed up. You speed up. There you go. Production is continuing ever onwards. And the more important thing I wanted to do is to get you guys to speed up. Because you guys are going to have to start making more shit a little faster. Yeah, it's all kind of... I mean, the thing is, the real reason why these particular production lines are a little bit stupid and probably not as efficient is because this is the first time I've actually sort of... When I was designing them, I didn't know what stuff needed what. So in terms of efficiency, it's obviously not going to be anywhere near efficient or decent for that matter. So it's going to be a case of when I eventually get round to... Yeah, about there-ish. When I get eventually around to... Right, and so now... In order to make yellow science, which is all of those things, we need to basically go nuts and go... we effectively need to go... Yeah, 2 more. Should be fine. I'm thinking... 1... 3... Oh, no. That's not going to work. I'm going to make my own little separate little thing here. So, bomb, 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 bomb. Yeah, I know. I do need to make more space. I mean, yeah, I do need to... The thing is, it's a very hard habit to kick, though. I've been playing God games and real-time strategy games and all the like pretty much for like 20 years. So, and every single one of them said to me, make use of the space you got, because that's all you're going to get. And so, that factor of learning has always been a constant pain in the ass, because it is the one thing that fucks you more than anything else in the world. It's kind of disappointingly slow how much that is. That was churning out a decent amount at one point, but now it's not. I'm wondering. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you now, the next Factorio game I do, much bigger spacing. Hmm. What do I need for this? Copper and that. Or metal sheets and that. I made it all like that because I was being efficient. And then this was more like a, ah, shit, I need to... This is probably where it all began to go apart. Because at first, I had a pretty good system for, like this, I'm quite proud of. Because basically, both of these things I kind of made with the intention of, hey, I'm going to be able to do this for this. And I thought, yeah, this is great. And then, at this point, I discovered I needed, at this point, I think I discovered, there was this thing I needed, which was, yeah, like I spotted the the utility science. And so I was thinking, ah, fuck, I need the utility science. So then I need this, and this, and this. And I go, ah, fuck, I need this. So then I had to make that. And because I was not really focusing on, like, how I wanted it to work for me, it was just, I need this shit because I need this shit for this shit to this shit. And that's where I think my downfall came. It works, but I don't think it's nearly as efficient, perhaps, as I'd like it to be, especially on the blue processing frontier. But I can't really stop because I've already made the shit. It's frustrating, to say the least. Oh, balls, I forgot about the plastic. Completely forgot about it. I'm a moron. No, fuck it. I'm gonna scrap it. Scrap it, scrap it, scrap it. Everything scrap it. I'm tired of it not working or it going wrong. We're doing this again. I think I'm at that point where I need to do it, but I just don't want to do it because it means I'll end up having to spend most of the episode just redesigning this whole fucking area. But I think I have to. I honestly think I have to. Because I can't, for the life of me, see how I'm going to be able to get this to work with the space I don't have. Because this requires this, requires this, requires this, requires this. And there's so much crap all jam-packed into one location. I'll tell you one thing I will do, though. I need some stress relieving. I need some stress relieving. I'm going to quickly do a few things. Pop over to my science area. I'm going to quickly just brick up a whole bunch of areas. I think I need to de-stress and do that because... Right. I'm going to de-stress and quickly grab some bricks. And I'm going to make a bit more ground. And then I'm going to try and completely redesign the entire fucking system for making a stupid fucking size. Can I just bitch about one thing? I will bitch about this because I think this is something worth bitching about. Why the fuck do I need an electric furnace to make a production science? The rail, debatable but sure. A productivity module, of course, makes total sense. Why the fuck do I need a building to do something? I mean, every other science up until this point has been completely logistical and understandable. Military science, you want military equipment, sure. Chemical science, you want chemicals and electricity, engines. Totally understandable. Even fucking utility makes sense because it's not just, it's components that they can combine. Why the fuck do I need a fucking building? Like, that is retarded. Beyond retarded. So fucking stupid. Because it just means I have to set up an entire... To build one fucking electric furnace, you have to fanny ass around doing all this shit. So stupid. So fucking stupid. Anyway, rant over. Right. Time for bricklaying. I realize at some point I'm going to need to do concrete, but for the sake of my sanity, I'm just going to do this for a bit. Maybe. But it just feels so fucking awkward. It feels very gamey. Like, that's the only real gamey kind of thing I have. And when I say gamey, I'm beginning to... I've actually begun to hate this a lot in certain games. Because, like... I mean, what was the old Purple Science like? Because I can't imagine it was... Was it more or less complex? I assume possibly more complex. Or needlessly complex. This is satisfying, though. And also the fact that the entire bricklaying thing is honestly... I forgot! I totally forgot. I could do this on a car. Right. I'm also in the process of upgrading all the bricks anyway, so... Nice. Didn't know you could do this with a car. This makes it a lot faster. Not gonna lie. It means we piss through all the bricks faster. Right, hang on, let me just drive and focus on driving before I read your messages, because, knowing my luck, I'll run into the net electric pole. Right, so, that was close. Had to kill the vipers, they dropped purple orbs, you made them into science packs that you had to get there manually, no way to automate them once you complete all the science, they were useless. I mean... On the one hand, I can totally understand where you're coming from. Because, yeah, that doesn't make any... It does... I can imagine that's a bit of a bitch. But to me, I'm not going to lie, I actually find that relatively okay. Because the thing is, it invigorates the player to go out and kill bugs. Like, previously... Well, at the moment, bugs are just a nuisance. There's no incentive, really, to go out and kill the bugs. You just go out there to kill the bugs because you want to. Now, sure, it's a lot of fun, and there are many videos proving the case that it can be a lot of fun to do it. This is dangerous. Whoa. But I won't lie, there isn't a lot of incentive to kill the bugs. It's just a preventative measure in order to ensure that your factory doesn't get destroyed. And I think what would be cool if a game... So I think having a gameplay loop like that is arguably more, in my... At least how I see it, I would find that to be maybe a bit of a pain to start with, perhaps. But I also think that would be actually kind of fun at the same time. Because that means then when you're busy trying to, you know, you've got a bunch of science that you need to complete and you're like, okay, cool. It means that there's an incentive for you to always be on the lookout for bug nests. And if, you, for example, you've got a challenge where you've got to try and kill the bugs and they aren't respawning, it means the bugs will become a valuable resource in themselves. This is kind of to a degree where Satisfactory kind of has a winning point against the against Factorio, which is a surprise. When you've got the you know, there's research that allows you to develop weapons and equipment from the aliens that you kill, and so you are kind of, while it isn't a #1 essential because it's not the way that you don't have to do the research. The research that you do in the MAM or MAM building kind of doesn't need you to kill the bugs in order to progress the food. The big, you know, the research from the MAM doesn't help you with progressing through the game, but it does help you a lot. It makes things a lot easier. For example, you can't upgrade your power poles unless you go through the MAM research. So I think having to go out and kill the bugs for, you know, certain bits of research would actually be more logistical than having to just rely on making a furnace. Because a furnace is a bitch to make, I'll be honest with you. Sure, you can automate the process, but at the same time, you have to find a way of automating the process, and that is not my strongest suit right now. So, yeah. Can I pick something up off of the cart? No. That's why we have the boxes. But yeah, it's irritating because it just means I have to spend forever trying to build shit, and it's not letting me build shit. And I'm like, well, I have to go in further to the Factorio mindset of thinking, and there are times where I don't want to because it's just like, oh, just fucking do it as I want it to do, you know, just work effectively. Ah, balls. I was due to hit them. That's why we take the car, because the car doesn't immediately fuck us over by blowing them up immediately. So yeah. I mean, I'm hoping obviously we can. I'm hoping obviously I'm going to be learning the game and I'm going to be doing some other stuff, but it's irritating because it's something that it means that's another lesson I have to learn. It's another, it's like right now, now I've done everything like that, I'm going to have to go and, you know, destroy all of that building production to just start all over, because I won't feel satisfied unless I do it that way. So, yeah, it's irritating, but it's true. Right. Let's start over, shall we? It's a, you can't drink and drive. I can. I just can't drive effectively. Right. Okay, so for the sake of sanity, all automated buildings, sorry, all building, okay, for my rule of redesigning everything, quickly just do it like this so this can just leave. I am going to make it so that all the buildings, I need to, I know, but it's something I kind of wished I could have nailed it first time, and so I could then, in future, I mean, I'm more relaxed about making my own, yeah. Having to rebuild my own factory on my first playthrough means I don't get through my first playthrough as fast, which means I end up having to spend longer, which means we're having to waste more time. And I don't want to spend forever wasting my time and then end up pissing the people off who are watching, because it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, he has to rebuild it again because he hasn't done it right, or... Yeah. Oh, on another note, well, that's done. Right. What I will do then... For some reason, I've got a whole bunch of... Right, well, I'll pop this into there. Where's the steel fan? I'll quickly go dump this this iron plates. This random iron ore that I have in my inventory. Into the thing. Because for some reason that is there, and I have no idea why. Yeah. This is going to be a long fucking job. Right, okay. I will plonk down 1, Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, oh, 2. No, we'll do whatever. What will I need? Nothing, because I'm going to be taking everything out. Right, okay. We'll start by getting rid of the thingies, just so that way we can kind of... We'll just cut the power as well, because I don't think I'm going to need... We'll cut the power before we cut the buildings and all the other shit, just because then that way I'm going to just scrap the entire fucking thing, because it's a fucking mess. Yes, even the robots. Yeah. We'll plop the robots and other shit. This is the thing. We're gonna run out of room for everything. Yeah. Fuck these buildings. No, to increase. Yeah. I was kind of beginning to struggle with iron. Yeah, I was beginning to sort of query with iron production as well. Right. Pretty much having to redo the entire fucking thing. At least I kind of know what I need to do in order to build the fucking things now. But right. What we'll do for the sake of sanity is we will have dedicated iron heading back up the stream to do whatever. Iron outpost. I mean, to be honest with you, my iron outpost, there's bits that are stagnating, but there are also bits that aren't. Yeah, there's empty belts as well, flowing from there. That's another problem I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm half tempted to rename the stream the Fixing the Problem stream. You know what? Fuck it, we are. I'm gonna quickly rename this stream. 1 second. Oh, good lord, what is wrong with my computer today? Right, we're gonna rename the stream. And, of course, my computer, whenever I want it to do anything, is just being an absolute douchebag. Right. Let's type in. Let's start typing. Right. Title has been updated, and we are in full let's just fix everything, because it is broken and buggered and annoying and driving me batshit crazy, because it didn't work. Fuck you. I am going to be slightly salty at occasions, and this is not intended or directed at the audience. This is directed and intended at the game and my inexperience and a lack of understanding because of certain fucking things. I will still bitch about the furnace, though. That is bullshit. I should not have to make a fucking building for someone to learn how to do shit. It should just be, hey, let's make some components and grind them together. I'll happily take the orb thing. The orb thing actually sounds way more attractive to me because, you know, it means I have to kill shit. In regards to iron production, I was thinking on expanding my fields to grabbing those 2 iron ores over there. Because that combined yield is roughly, well, it's more than the current yield over to the right side, and I was going to eventually sort it. I was also tempted into thinking in terms of production. We'll leave the box. We'll leave the crates of stuff that I've made because it just means it's less for me to worry about. But yeah, I was thinking on... right, you're not needed. 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 You are not needed. You are not needed. You are not needed. You are needed because you connect everything. Why is this not working? Hang on. Half this shit isn't there. Yeah. But then again, there's only one belt. Well, we are in the process of fixing everything, so what I'll do is I'll take what we can from this stuff, and if I run out of space or whatever, we'll just try and filter it back into the system. I'll make a few boxes of stuff that was being taken. No, we can just kind of go straight up with that one. Oh, that's a lot of engines. A fuck ton of engines. Oh boy. I'll have to redesign this entire fucking process. Yeah, even this I fear we're going to have to just completely redo. I was originally going to say no towards making more stuff, but really this is just going to be a case of everything has to go. I think what I'll probably do is make a giant fucking wave of green circuits, because green circuits are apparently the most important bloody things to mankind. Like, green circuits are akin to iron plates in terms of their usefulness. I can't help but feel defeated. Can I ask, do you feel the same sense of defeat when you have to redesign something? Because I feel defeat at this. I feel like because I have to redesign it, I have failed the design. So, in a sense, all the work I spent making this fucking thing has now come to nothing. Which means now I have to start all over again because of some stupid fucking issue of I didn't think far enough ahead to make a giant fucking factory. And it is pissing me off. Because every time I look at something and think, fuck, I can't get this to work, I have to do it all over again. I'm like, for fuck's sake, JB. Jaeger. You know, why can't you do it properly is the thing. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. There are things that piss me off if I can't do them right the first time. Because it basically feels like, what's the point of doing it if you can't do it right? And it's so, you know, memories of my mother saying, that's crap, do it again. You know, it's like, not, and again, not in a malicious, my mum gave me mental health scarring issues, but more in a way of she basically, through harsh words, I'll be honest with you, not the most helpful, but the point of the thing was that it was to try and to get me to seriously look at doing stuff the right way. It was a determined attempt to show, look, you can do better. You need to work harder for it. You need to understand that you are not working to the best of your strengths, and as such, you are stagnating yourself. Right. Well, shit. Oh, yes, that's the engine stuff that I had, because I'd had too many engines, and that was like way too many engines. Oh boy. Okay. Is that everything gone? Not quite. Everything isn't. It's not quite gone, is it? No. I'm probably going to get rid of these pipes as well. We'll go with the underwater thing. I mean, I like the pipes because it kind of was a nice little funky feature to have, but I also realize that this is probably not useful at all. Right, we'll keep the pipework. We'll keep the framework of the piping relatively similar, just so that way I can. Right, so that's all the fucking copper in the entire game being taken away from me. Right, okay. Get that. Move you to there, and then. Oh god, both of these productions. Right. Okay. Okay. I think we've nearly finished deconstructing everything. Alright, let's quickly... Okay, cool. We're getting there, we're getting there. And then, this one here. Yeah, true. I think what I'll probably do... I like a tiering system, I'll be honest with you. Like, having things set up in one particular way. True. I mean, the thing is, what I don't want to do is I don't want to try and have... I don't want to have too much help from everyone. As much as I appreciate it, I very much do appreciate it. What I don't want to do when I'm beginning the process is to become overly dependent on other people giving me a hand. Because then I feel like I'll learn the bad way, if you will. Or, and say bad way. In the sense that I become too dependent on everyone else and I lack any kind of creativity. Like, I lose my creativity from taking other people's designs. And it's not fair on them, because then I can say, oh, look at my factory, when really I'm saying, look at the other person's factory that I use the blueprints to build, you know? Oh, God. Well, we did make the spare boxes, so it's a bit understandable. I mean, for future editions of stuff, I'm more able to sort of understand and flow. I mean, for example, in my other factory, I was already getting to, like, making more stuff. I was already getting to the point where I was able to make red ammo and other bits and bobs within, like, the first like, few hours. And I was already utilizing the power system. Where did I put the boxes? Oh, there they are. You know, I was able to... Bump. I'll take this, and we'll redesign everything. Right, okay. It's workable. But no, like, I was able to... because of, even in my second factory, I was already optimizing designs. But... So, the main intention with this first series is just to figure out how the fuck to do certain things. Once I figure out, oh, I need to do this to do this to be able to get this, then I will feel better, because I think, okay, so now I know how this works, I can kind of deal with it better, sort of thing. Speaking of which, I'm going to go quickly solve that iron problem, because I think that's going to be a fucking pain in the ass to begin with, so, the only thing I have to admit I'm still sketchy on, so I'll start my Discord in case, is how I'm going to be able to upgrade my iron production. Yeah, that's actually something I'm not... I think I did okay. This was my attempt at fixing the problem, if you want to have a look, Gruesome. I kind of did a multi-tier system with the copper production. But I don't know if it's, like, as good. Obviously, because it's kind of stagnated into 2 dedicated belt lines. What I did was, should have got my car. Do you know what? I really wish I had these fucking things. I do. I can make those fucking things. I can make those fucking things! God damn it! But no. So you can see what I did with the, this particular belt design. I knew I needed more. I knew I needed more belts to go into it. It's totally failed at sipping a Coca-Cola can there. The save is never just a... Yeah, it is, isn't it? This game has taught me a lot of things. This, in fact, Satisfactory has taught me a lot of things. And some of them are frustrating, some of them are fun. But all of them have helped me, all of them have, to a degree, helped me out. Though what I will do is I will get my fucking exoskeleton set up Right. Boom. What else do I need? Steel plate and processing units. Right. I'll take you and I'll take you. Let me make you, bitch. I'll just put this on my body. How do I use this? Oh, power armor. Well, I could also do with making some of this. Oh, equipment grid. Okay. Oh. I have no idea about this. I guess I'll put... Oh, hello. That's cool. I will be putting this on as well. I do need power, though. Bugs are getting more aggressive on that point. Batteries. I do have them somewhere in this quagmire. Ah, there they are. So batteries are already charged, right? How does power armor work? I have more solar panels. Really? Personal solar panels. Oh, okay. I think I can make that. I just need plastic, which I can get. How many do I need? Or is it one of those things that gives me, like, belt immunity? I'm not too fussed about that. Oh, personal battery. There we go.